Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warplanes today for yet another switch up from my channel. Just going to be doing some streaming today. I've just been feeling a little bit at odds with a couple of different games lately, just not quite really fitting the bill, if you will, just not really feeling, I guess I could say, satisfied with them lately, so just trying to switch things up a little bit, find my happy place for right now, and just still just kind of wanting to shoot shit, get things killed. And right now, World of Warplanes is the one thing that just kind of seems to be calling to me at the moment. So I figured I would give it a go and see what happens. And I hope you all enjoy the watching the fireworks, as it were. I'm probably going to be messing with my microphone here just a little bit, just because trying to keep it out of the way of my stick without it actually having to break my flight stick apart, because that honestly is just a little bit on the annoying side to me. It just, because then I have to put it back together when I'm done with the stream, so yeah, it's I'll admit it's more of a nuisance thing than anything else. So we'll see what happens here. Turn the volume down just a little bit so that I'm not blasting my mic out either. And anybody who happens to tune in who is interested in saying hello is more than welcome to. And I will try to respond to you in kind or in time. So, just throwing that out there for you folks. Okay, so that's actually not going to interfere with my stick there at all. Perfect. So, defending or attacking? Because right now they have a special event going on in World of Warplanes, which is the Crimson Dawn or whatever, and you either get to be a bomber escort or a bomber attack group. And, well, let's just say this could be interesting. Okay, so we've got TU-2 playing bomber. We do have some ground attack aircraft. We've got me and a KI-93 as the only heavy attack planes. And we are escorting. This will be fun. This means focusing on any enemy heavies that happen to be attacking our bombers. Especially attacking our bombers. So let's see how this plays out. I'm going to see if I can jump up to a higher altitude, get the drop on anybody who just decides to drop in on our bombers. No, I don't want to use up my boost. Not yet, at least. Keep that very much in reserve. 10,000 feet. Damn it. So that didn't work out so well yet. But it's also early. And what the hell was that ground attack guy doing? 209. What we need to do is something about the guys attacking our bombers here. Okay, so there goes one. Need to let my boost refresh. By the way, I don't know if you can hear anything going on in my background. I actually have a bird that's just having a grand old time screaming at my mom downstairs, so. Sweet hits. $10.56. Love to get him. Ouch. Looks like I did some damage to him, but certainly not enough. But somebody still looks like they took him out after me, so I can live with that. And we have a group that is actually a spawn point that is closer to the where everybody is right now, so that's even better. Love to get this guy. Considering he's the one who tried taking me out in the first round. Ha! I'm gonna let you get behind me. Need to let my boost refill again. Come on. Yeah, haha. Goodbye, Spitfire. Nice. Doing okay so far now. After that first death, that was kind of disappointing, but dealing with it. Here's the question. Is the spit going to keep turning or... Nope. Not getting into a turning engagement with you, Betty. Ah! Doing okay so far, to a point. Making a nice dent in my enemy, where I can. It'd be nice to know what the respawn level is of certain others here, but not doing too bad. Holding together, holding together. Of course, our ground attack planes need to make more of a dent in that air cover. Except for you needs to die. These guys just aren't doing enough to him. Ha! Gotcha! And if anybody happens to feel like saying hi, you are more than welcome to pop into chat. I am monitoring, sort of. Nice. I need to get these heavies out of the sky. These are the guys who are definitely knocking our bombers down. So is this one after me, or is he going after somebody else? He's going after somebody else. 209, he's not going to be too hard to take down, or shouldn't be. As long as I actually get a good line of sight on him. There we go. Damn. Boy, it sure would be nice if some of our other guys were focusing on their jobs. Like, oh, I don't know, escorting the Goran bombers. Oh, nice. The enemy only has 2 respawns left. This should be good as long as we can take them out. We've definitely got them on the point of numbers. Go ahead, shoot me down. You've already lost your buddy, and I can come back and shoot you down. Shoot you down myself. We can outgun you now, and we know it. Come here, Ichioka. You're mine. Hoo-yah! Elton, you're mine. Nope, you're not getting away from me, dude. One more. Yes! That's all the enemy heavies down. Sweet work. Spitfire 9. You should not have allowed yourself to get in my sights, dude. Ah, fuck. Well, that could have gone better on my part, but I've made a huge chunk already in that enemy division. There is no way they are recovering from this one. In fact, they just got beaten. Hoorah! 1,400 personal points earned. Oh, shit. Forget that. I got an ace in my 109Z, which isn't even fully specialized. Yeah. Woo! That was good. I even came in first in my combat group. Sweet. I want to see the full spread on that. That was an amazing battle. Okay. So I destroyed 15 threats to the bomber group. Pilot gained 35,000 experience points. So, again, another awesome moment. Unfortunately, it did not get enough really to boost up in level, but, I mean, overall, definitely could have been worse. I'm also not exactly working on advancing this aircraft either. All of the experience is going direct into the aircraft, I might add. Does that matter? Did I elect to do anything else with this tech line? I could go for the 262. In fact, it looks like I've researched it, I just haven't purchased it. So, okay. So, yeah, I got to the point where I just started saying, okay, this plane doesn't need to build up any more EXP. I'm just going to dump this EXP into the commander. So, that's what's going on there. Team score. Holy mackerel! I earned more than twice that of the next best, of the best player on the enemy team. As far as personal points. I did phenomenal this match. Ooh, yeah. I can be very happy with that. And, of course, it says I got a supply crate, too. So let's see what this gives me. It looks like it just gave me an operation order. I think that's for the, oh, wait, no, there we go. Just a couple of consumables and the F5F special operation. So, okay. May as well activate that. Hmm. Looks like certificates. What are certificates earned from? Didn't exactly explain that. But whatever. I'll see what happens, I guess. Oh wait, I know. Yeah, I made a good dent in the next level for my commander. So, off we go into the wild blue yonder yet again. Okay, so this one has 4 possible stronghold points, 3 attack groups. Let's see what happens here.
You are approaching the area of combat operations. Be ready.
Got a B-32. That could almost be enough to change the entire tide of battle.
You are approaching the front line.
A number of heavies. Well, let's see if I can pull this off better than I did last match. One. 10,500. Not sure if that's enough to get me above the AA cover of this base or not. Well, these guys definitely know what they're doing. Although I did just kind of piss a bunch of them off, too, so. Oh, come on! Yeah, screw you. You're the elite on the enemy team. I think I'm going to have to make a point of downing you. Two, one. Seriously? There's the one I want to kill. Correction, the one I need to kill. What is on me? It's got to be something with more maneuver, a lot more maneuverability that I can pull out. Yep, I-200. Fuck. Damn white fighters. And of course it's a fucking Russian. What else is new? Oh, and the bomber group is going straight into the enemy formation, so yeah, those bombers aren't getting anywhere, are they? Yep. And there's that P-38 again. Okay, so it looks like the bombers have free line of advance along 2 courses. Spawn point, of course, is way the hell back here. Come on, are you actually going to let me spawn in or what? I'm going to stick with this group. See if I can try to provide at least some air cover. Mosquito. There's a mosquito again. What the hell? KI-93, of course. Came out of nowhere. least I knocked down a couple of fighters this round. We've got a good number of bombers that looks like they might get through if we're lucky. Yes, one group got through with one bomber. Another group got through with one or two bombers by the looks of it. The last group, though, is falling real quick. Crumbling. Yeah, that last one's not going to get through. Yeah. Alright, so what are we dealing with for the next squadron that drops in? Why are people so involved over the... Well, this last one I can kind of understand with that middle group, but still. Why were they involved in engagements over that section? Would be nice if they can capture that section very quickly now before it refreshes. 61, 38J. What's the respawn here? Just give us that information. Who's got how many respawns left? Where the hell did he come from? He wasn't even in... I was flipping through the targets. He wasn't even anywhere near me. What the Okay. Anyway. Hello. Well, nothing like spawning in the middle of the bomber group. Okay, where are you? There you are. Just want to know how many spawns the enemy has left at this point. Can't be anything too high, but then again, they've also been doing taking a decent toll on us also. It's not like everybody's very healthy here. Oh, that was quick. Back. No, I want you to overshoot me, you... Where are you? Yeah, you mother... Hey, Hooli, haven't heard from you in a while. Where have you been? Nice. Gotcha. Damn it. And the enemy team still has 5 spawns left. Damn it, we're not gonna... Yeah, this is a loss. They just completely outplayed us. I'll bet you anything this is that P-51 again. Or P-39, P-38, whatever the fuck he is. Yeah, you...
Good. Go back to base.
Oh boy. Sounds like fun, Hooli. I mean, I've considered War Thunder on and off, but, I mean... I don't know, it just... I don't know. I mean, I've seen things about it that look good, but I'm not entirely sure I like the, Yeah, I'm not entirely sure I like how fragile some of the vehicles are. I like actually being able to have at least some sort of a fighting chance. Yeah, that round was lousy. Our B-32 made off like gangbusters, apparently, but... all things considered, I actually didn't do too bad. Depends on which line you're looking at. I think for the most part I'm up to tier 8s for the vast majority. I know I'm on the tier 10 bombers, but that's primarily for the German, and I think the Russian... no, just the German line for the bombers. I've got a good, I've gotten a good chunk of work into this one. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. I can even see it right here. From what I can tell, you haven't played much of anything in a while. You've just kind of been absent. I mean, I know Joe and a couple of the others have said that you've been lurking around here and there once in a while, but it's like you've just kind of dropped off the face of the earth lately. Hey, whatever floats your boat, dude. Maybe in golf you'll actually hit something.
You are entering the combat zone. Get ready for battle.
Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Ooh, defender this round. This means I've got to focus on shooting down bombers.
Show me what you can do, pilot.
This could be fun. This means I want to save my boost for attack runs and to escape enemy fighters. Well, you know what they say about having two heads. Sometimes it's not all it's cut out to be. I see a B-32. That's definitely a target worth taking out. Now let's work on the enemy bomber formation. Well, I'm also thinking kind of like watching Ghidorah in Godzilla, King of Monsters. How many times did those three heads argue with one another? Ooh, boy. That was close to being shot down. Yeah, let's let my hit points restore just a little bit. Not bad, not bad. Of course, the other enemy bomber formation has made it pretty damn far. That's exactly the one I'm talking about. Ghidorah. The three-headed dragon sort of beastie. Sweet! Ha ha ha! Nobody made it through there. No bombers are getting past me, baddies. Forget going after other fighters. I'm focusing on the enemy bombers. Really? It only took you, what, the entire first round to kill me. Ay, 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 ay. Yep. The XF5, yep, you saw it. You were not mistaken. Ouch. Yeah, that one was my fault. But it looks like we're making a huge dent in this one bomber squadron real damn fast. We know where our focus is. And we're not letting it up easy. Ooh yeah! Nice work, gents. Yeah, he's got problems of his own. Just because you happen to end up in front of me and you are a threat. Yeah, screw you, A7. We need to make short work of this last group. The flight stick I'm using is called the Thrustmaster. It's a HOTUS. This one was actually designed for both PC and PlayStation. I like it because it's got the stick and everything. It's got the throttle unit, it's got the stick, it's got a good bunch in it. Ah, shit. Seriously? I cannot believe I just did that. And there's no way I'm catching that group before it gets through. Damn it! There's almost 9 left in that attack group. It's enough to wipe out our remaining base. And we've got a new flight coming in. Yeah, that hurt. That really hurt. We need to get every bomber shot down, because otherwise, even if 2 bombers, just one from each group gets through, we're done for. We're toast. Yes, 2 run, 1 run. I can be very, very happy with that. Come on. Okay. 1 left. Sweet. Get me the hell out of this cloud of enemy fighters. Ah. Come on. Come on, folks. Come on. We've got 8 more. We can do this. Just get me there. I don't care if I have to use my whole boost to do it. Just get me there. Okay, fall back. One bomber left. And it's mine. It's going down. Goodbye, bomber. Yes! What is that award? Predator? 10 targets in a single battle? For an assist. Assists. Okay, I can see that one. Not as good on the scoreboard as I would have liked, but oh boy, was that fun. Oh yeah. That was a good bit of work for that. It was a very close thing there, as far as I'm concerned. we were close to almost running out of planes, too. I mean, we only had like 3 spawns left before we were just going to start losing planes permanently. So, awesome run. Batushka's on. Not going to say anything to him, but... So let's see. You were asking where I was in certain lines. I've got the EF-131, which is the Tier 10. I'm up to the Tier 9 attack plane in the German line. Russians, I'm up to... My best is the Tier 8 line, basically on across the board. Though I don't think I actually have that one. Yeah, no, I don't have that one. Let's see, US. I've got a couple of Tier 8. I've got a Tier 8 premium, but that's really about it. Japanese, I don't even care about the Japanese planes, honestly. UK, I've got the Vampire for Tier 8. I've got the Spitfire Mark 14. I've got the Tempest. So, for the most part, I've got Tier 8, and my only Tier 10 I've gotten more as courtesy of an event than anything else. Because there was a event that was going on when the full bomber lines were first being put out that gave me like an 80% reduction in the research and experience cost of the EF-131, and I just decided to jump on it. So I got it early instead of actually having to grind it out. And it's not a bad bomber, but it takes some getting used to, that's for sure. I wish I could get away from this Crimson Dawn stuff, though. It's enjoyable, but I'd love to just get into a regular battle. Corsair, US, it's a multi-role. You've got Tier 6, 7, and I think a variant, yeah, the F2G is the Tier 8. So 6, 7, and 8. And they're multi-role fighters, so they're really... I mean, they're capable, but they're not really great as far as actually getting into direct combat sometimes. I mean, if you're looking for something that's going to outturn anything, you're looking at a lot of the planes in the Japanese line. Or, I mean, let's talk about Russian bias here. I mean, just about every single yak has maneuverability that outstrips everything on any line, up to and including the Brits and the Japanese. I mean, seriously, let's talk about Russian bias here. Oh, and most of the Russian aircraft have bigger guns than damn near anything else, too. We're talking like 45mm guns in the nose. Like, what the hell? So I generally tend to spend the vast majority of my time down at like Tier 5, where a lot of my favorites are, like the Spitfire, and just work with them. Yeah, cannons. Yeah, the Yak, the I-250 here, a fighter. Well, okay, that's not that tech line. Let's see. Yeah, here's a Yak. 20mm cannons. Here's 23mm cannons. Yak 19. Okay, 23mm. 23mm. Those aren't so bad. But when you're looking at like these ones, the I-200s, that one's not so bad, but then you get to the 250 here, and you've got a 37mm cannon, hub-mounted cannon, or autocannon. You've got the MiG-9 here, which has a 37mm cannon. You've got the MiG-15, which gets a 37mm autocannon. And let's look over here at this line. These are primarily autocannons over here. There's a couple of 37s. There's a 30, 23. I mean, these aren't small guns. And even the Yaks, the Oh yeah, the multi-rolls. Look at these. 37 millimeter, 45 millimeter for the top. I mean, this thing hits and you're dead. Look at the Yak 9. Again, 45 millimeter autocannon. The Yak 15 gets up to 23 millimeters. So I mean, some of them aren't so bad, but like the mid tiers where a lot of the real grinding, a lot of the real fighting in some cases is going on, that they've just got. I mean, talk about your Russian bias, for crying out loud. They've got the biggest guns on any fighter anywhere. It's bullshit in some regards. I mean, even the P-51s only get 50 cals across the board for fighters. If you go over to the multi-role fighters, you've got 50 cals across the board, even if you do get a lot of them. The only one that honestly looks decent when you start talking about those, I mean, okay, yeah, the Corsairs, you start seeing some 20 millimeter autocannons. The only one that really looks really interesting from that any standpoint is this one, the F-94, which has a M61 Vulcan on it. And I mean, look at the rate of fire on this sucker. This thing's a beast. I've fought against a couple of these, and it's just like they get you in their sights and you're dead, especially if they're a fully developed or fully researched fighter. But you have to get there through fighting the US SAR bullshit. I mean, hell, even the ME-262 is a better plane in some regards than some of the American fighters. Some of them, not all of them. But let's say, look at the ME-209 here. You get 30 millimeters on a fighter. Then let's look at the BVP-210. 20 millimeters at best on a multi-roll when the Russians are getting 45 millimeters. Are you kidding me with this shit? They talk about Russian bias in World of Tanks and World of Warships. All you have to do is come into World of Warplanes, and it's not just there, it's damn obvious. I mean, hell, the Yak at Tier 5, well, one of them at Tier 5, outturns the Goram Spitfire. And the Spitfire was probably one of the most maneuverable aircraft of the war. I think it's, yeah, the Yak 3 has a base maneuverability of 88. The Yak 1 here has a base maneuverability of 1. Here's a 90. I mean, this is above and beyond the baseline of any of the Spitfires. And some of the engineering that I've got on my Spitfire, once they go into engineering and the upgrade modules and everything on the Yaks, they're still outturning the Spitfire. It's ridiculous. It's bullshit. But anyway, I digress. I seriously digress. Yeah. So what do I still need to do in this? See, here's the other problem with this whole section with the Crimson Dawn that I have. Sure, I can get in a lot of work with the aerial target destruction, just focusing on shooting down bombers. But what I do not get is sector capture participation. Not if I'm seeing some of this right. Yeah, destroyed with assistance, aircraft destroyed, sectors captured, none. Capture points received, 80. But I mean, is that for destroying aircraft or is that for doing something else? So if I want to get this aircraft to its elite configuration, I can't capture anything with this event going on. So I'm basically screwed. Yeah. Just getting away from that, wanting to get away from that whole Russian bias stuff. Okay. Getting the aircraft to the elite configuration, by the way, is a pretty big deal because it also affects what I can do as far as the upgrades for the aircraft. It does give an extra, or the specialist configuration, I should say. Because what it does is it gives me these 2 extra equipment slots, it gives me a couple of extra consumable slots that improves my aircraft survivability, it improves my maneuverability, it improves the aircraft performance overall. It just allows me to get more out of the aircraft. Whereas right now in the what's called the elite configuration, I can only do the 2 upgrades. I've only got really 2 consumables, and I can only really have these up to improved grade, because otherwise any enhancements or the bonus enhancements that I can have on these are basically considered worthless if the gear is higher grade than what I'm using. Premium account time, I'm good. I've got like 252 days of, in general, wargaming premium time, so I'm in good shape for right now, Huli. Don't worry about me in any of that regard. I'm going to take a quick break here and check on a couple of things, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just had a couple of quick things that I wanted to go check on downstairs, and didn't want to just leave you all with this image of my plane burned into your screens. So, I see, Huli, that you're watching. Who else is watching out there? Pop on in and say hi if you feel like it. Don't be too shy. I'm more than happy to interact with anybody who's here to chat with us. So, and I'm sure Hooli could use somebody else to talk to also. Yeah, let's go ahead and go into battle. Yeah, I'm sticking with this one plane because I'm trying to build up the pilot and trying to get some work into it also. So what's it going to be this round? Am I going to be defending, attacking? We are defending again. Okay.
Attention. You are entering the
Enemy 410. But we're top. We're actually top tier this round. This could be a good round. Don't have any too many enemy heavies on the other team. We do have a Spitfire 5. I'm gonna have to be careful of him.
Let's roll.
Let's get some altitude here. Yep, he's coming after me. Or not. I'm surprised how much they let people slip by their lines. Sometimes. They didn't even give me any attention at all. It's like they didn't even realize I was here. I guess that's the point of coming in high, I suppose. Ah, oh, that hurt. But looks like I killed another bomber. Ah, and where the hell did he come from? Thank you, Hooli. That was absolutely unnecessary. Okay, we got 4 bombers left in this group. We've got 5 in the other group over there. And we still have another group after that. Let's see what I can do here. Our one guy's working on this group. Let me see if I can get this one just in a flyby. There we go. 1 bomber left. Let's get this last one. I don't know where some of my shots are disappearing to. I'm wondering if it's just the game not rendering them. Now we need to get way the hell across the map to go after this last group. Come on, a little closer. Damn. At least I got one, but one is not always enough. I guarantee I'm not going to respawn before they're ready. And what the hell is my spawn point doing all the way the hell over here? I'm sorry. Well, looks like only 2 or 3 bombers are going to get through thanks to allies, but that's still more than should be getting through. Damn. It'd be really nice if I had a consumable that kept my engine cool for a little bit longer so that I could boost for longer. Yeah, I know you're on my ass. Yes, screw you, KI-93. Yeah, what are you laughing at, you? Well, laugh it up, fuzzball. Need to finish off some of the bombers here. Nice, finally. Who's on me? A regular fighter. Of course it's a P-51. Come on. Got 9 bombers to kill. Where's the bomber group? Seriously, somebody get rid of this KI-93. At least only one bomber got through. Yeah, Spitfire, I'm not messing with you. Just a little. Of course, there was a P-38 in another match that you weren't here for that I was kind of getting peeved at with a bit too, so. Of course, it doesn't help that nobody really seems to be giving him any attention at all either, so. Granted, we should be focusing on the bomber escort, or the bomber kills anyway, but that's beside the point. Some boost for the run in. Come on. Seriously? Yeah, there's cross chat. You'll notice how little I'm paying attention to it, though. We've gotten nothing out of this group so far. Granted, I did a bunch of damage to a couple of fighters. Of course, this other team would probably do pretty damn well if this one attack plane wasn't giving them hell in chat. They'd be paying more attention to their job instead of what he's telling them to do. Ah, shit. So, if I'm going to make this count, I'm going to have to not get shot down again. Or run into enemy bombers, for that matter. Let me go, leave me alone. Where is the enemy bomber group? There it is. God damn it! Hello, you How... We won with one fucking heavy fighter remaining. How the hell did that happen? Fortunately, it's because not enough enemy bombers got through, and the game timed out, I guess, before the last fighter was shot down, but oh my... Holy mackerel, that was... That was way too close. Excuse me. Wow. Yeah, that was a good fight, sure. Holy crap. KI-93. Oh well. But okay, that was fun. Oh yeah, that's why I'm not getting any progress there. I'm flying a tier 7, not a tier 8. Ay. Okay, so what have I got left here? 26 aerial targets to destroy. Again, I wish I could get away from the Crimson Dawn. I would actually be very happy with that. On that point, though, I'm going to go ahead and... no, I did not want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do one more battle, and then I'm probably going to call the stream for the night. Let's see what happens here with the matchmaker. This could be fun. Oh boy, that could be fun. Got a vampire on the enemy team. Probably one of the few planes that can actually outstrip me in this thing. And he's in a specialist configuration, which means he can wipe the floor with damn near anybody he chooses. I think I'm gonna actually hold back a little bit on this one. Or maybe even team up with the P-80 right here. Oh, by the way, hey Hooli, you were asking about the flying pancake? There you go, right there. Yeah, this guy's got some good skills in his bomber, but he's specialist configuration B-32. This guy gonna come after me? Yes, he is. Who is he? There's the vampire. There's no way in hell I was getting away from him. Did you see what I saw on that vampire? Okay, there's only 2 bombers left in that formation. Let's finish them off. Good. At least my team seems to know what the hell they're doing here. Oh, that's friendly P-80. Huh? What the... Ouch. And there's an KI-93, but he's not a specialist configuration. I should be able to get away from, or stay away from him. Yes, it is. Yes, the Vampire is very much a Brit aircraft. In some ways, I almost wish I was in that P-80 right now. P-80 is actually a much better plane in many respects. Those bombers are dropping like flies. Well, I made the vampire break off, but at what cost I have no idea yet. I don't know what just hit me, but that hurt. Not wanting to get in a turning battle with him. He's going to chase me down if I give him half the chance. You can be damn sure I'm going to make these bombers pay for it first. And we've got birds screaming in the background again. The vampire is just shredding everybody. Save my boost here. Okay, where the hell did he come from? I mean, at least I finished off the bomber, but where the hell did he come from? Spawn timer's killing me. Come on. Probably shouldn't have done that, considering the enemy spawn just moved up. That's 6 bombers to kill still. Ouch. That hurt. Who's shooting at me? Come on. Almost done. Yes! Alright. What do you think I'm doing, Hooli? I mean, seriously. I'm all over the place with my rotor. It also doesn't exactly help that this is not the most maneuverable plane in the world. There's way up here. Ah, there's the enemy bomber. The enemy player bomber. Come on. Well, if nothing else, I did a good bit of damage to him. Air brake, please. Damn. Come on. Save boost. Save some of my boost. bomber left. This team has 2 full spawns left for anybody. So if I get shot down one more time and those run out, we're in trouble. We need to shoot 1 bomber down from that other group. 1 more bomber down from that other group, we stand a good chance of winning. What's got health where? Ah, god damn it! But 1 bomber got shot down. We win. We stand a good chance of winning this still. Only 9 bombers, 8 bombers got through. The rest of the team just has to survive for like another minute or so. Yes!
We're waiting for your return.
Hoorah! We win! Wow, 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 wow. Okay, I take it back. Last match, this one was close by comparison to the last match. That last match, oh my god. Just a little bit. Still destroyed 10 enemy aircraft. Overall destroyed 11. Yeah, I still need 15, huh? Just a little bit, but I mean, it's... I'll admit, playing World of Warplanes is a definite... What do you mean, why does it look messed up? You mean that it has the underscore in there? That's the only way I was able to submit it, because the regular DDD with the 2 hyphens was already taken for tanks or warplanes or whatever. So this was the only way that I could get a warplanes clan with this name. That tag. And of course, I'm the only one here. It's just me. I'm the one who made it. I'm the one who put it together. So, you interested in joining? No, I didn't, and I'm not sure I needed to. And no point in calibrating just the improved level. There's just no point in calibrating. Grades. Still don't have enough credits to get the 262. I should have probably used some of my bonuses here. But, not right now though, I guess. Yeah, you would. What's my pilot doing? 86,000 left to the next point. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to go into the actually go to Warplanes in order to retrieve that. So let's see here. Okay, so no notifications. Let's go to the premium shop though. Gifts. 1,250 gold. Thank you very much, Huli. Again, that was not at all necessary, but again, thank you very much. Just gonna go ahead and accept that then. There we go. And there we go. Yeah. These skill points. Would love to have. I'm trying to work on getting up some of these other skills. Like firing accuracy would be is a big one for some of these. This one would be awesome, especially with a heavy fighter, since they tend to resort to boom and zoom. I mean, there was one unique Christmas pilot that got put out with a certain airplane. I forget exactly which one. I think it might have been one of the Brits. Okay. I know it was one of the low tiers. Might be this one. Yeah. As far as whether or not they put one out last year, I don't recall. I don't think so. But, I mean, this is the only one that I've been aware of so far. They do usually seem like they do like a Christmas run where you can get some special aircraft or some accelerated progress in aircraft lines, but otherwise, I've actually put a decent chunk of money into some of my premiums here. For example, the Vampire, I actually accelerated the research program on getting that. The BVP 203, I did the same thing. I purchased the HO 229. I purchased the P80. And a lot of the other premiums I've actually gotten in Christmas crates. What, for that PV3 pilot? Yeah. I mean, I also haven't exactly worked with him at tier 2. I also haven't played Warplanes in like 8 months. So, of course, this pilot doesn't have much skill in him. The only ones that he came with are the ones that are specific to him, so yeah. What do I have even in my barracks? I've got a couple of I do have a couple of pilots that I've picked up that are specific for certain planes, but I don't have the planes for them yet, really. For example, I've got a couple of 8-point commanders here that are for planes that I just don't have, like the IL-40. I've also got a couple of other 5-pointers here that are for very specific planes, like the B-32. But again, I just don't have... I just don't have some of the planes. I think maximum is 15 points. Yeah, 15 points. And after a certain point, though, I mean, this is a 4-point commander right here in Hawker here, and he's got like 73,000 EXP for the pilot to go until he gets to 0.5. So the amount of experience points that actually goes into these pilots is outrageous. I think my most skilled pilot is actually on my vampire right here. Actually, no. Yeah, my most advanced pilot is on my vampire, and he's still a 8-pointer with a free skill point. And how much are they wanting for his level up? Yeah, he's almost halfway, less than halfway done on getting to 9 points, and there's still 500,000 hit points left on the, or experience points to upgrade this captain to a 9-pointer. So yeah, these pilots take a lot of EXP to level up. And most of the planes don't even come with incredibly good pilots either. I mean, here's my meaning, and when I say incredibly good pilots, I mean sometimes the premiums don't, at most they'll come with like a 3-point pilot, so you really have to grind from nothing. I think, well, actually I do take it back. There may be one other more skilled pilot in my crew. And he might be on this one. And no, that's my tier 5. Spitfire 9, there we go. No, even he doesn't have that much. He's still only a 7-pointer, so yeah. I mean, these pilots just don't get much. And the grind on them is just... It's incredible. It's horrendous. Let's see, I even pull out my bombers here. Really? Ah, that's why. I've got my tier 10 here for the German line, and these pilots, these pilots were given to me purchase of these, of the event that I got this from through early access, and they still didn't come with a lot of experience points. So, I mean, yeah, you can accelerate. I mean, you can use free EXP to convert to Commander EXP. And, I mean, the exchange rate isn't bad. You get 5 pilot EXP for 1 free EXP, but grinding the free EXP is fun as well. And of course, you can convert EXP from planes that are elite status or better, but the conversion rate there is about the same as in World of Warships. One gold for 25 EXP, so it really doesn't go too terribly far. And when you consider 5 times that, I mean, okay, let's say I take the 1,350 that I've got in hand right now and multiply that by 125, and that's only 168,750 EXP for a commander with the gold that I have in hand. So it would cost a lot just to fully upgrade a pilot also. It's a grind. It's a pretty substantial one at that. The easier way, honestly, is to just use up some of the bonuses that I've got. I just forget to use them, that actually get me like improved FXP gain, and just put that straight into the commander instead of trying to grind aircraft. But yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, that's typical wargaming, though, and I guess Warplanes, they just wanted to give you a hell of a grind just because they could. Now, granted, most of the battles are a mixture of PvE, PvP, so it's not straight PvE. And sometimes you can do well, sometimes you do poorly. It all depends on your matchmaking and what the enemy build looks like. And, I mean, at least some of the earnings are decent for experience and credit gains, but then you get to, okay, I want to get my aircraft to specialist configuration. Let's look at my bomber here, just for a good baseline. In this bomber, I need to earn 30,000 EXP, and I think that's base EXP, I could be wrong, and research 1 module for the elite status. It's not even giving me what I need for the specialist configuration. Let's look at something that I do have that is, because some of the bomber requirements are rather ridiculous, I might add. Let's say the Ju-88C. I still don't have that one in elite configuration too. What do I have in elite configuration that I can use as a baseline here? Here's a Type 5 Ju-88. Yeah, 14,400 capture points, 12 aerial targets destroyed by a gunner. And let me tell you, that last one, the aerial targets destroyed by a gunner, in some cases, is absolute hell. Because it basically means you have to allow yourself to be shot at, in some cases even take control of the gunner station to shoot down enemy aircraft, and hope and pray that they don't shoot you down first, because a lot of them will tear you up like crazy. The only one that I had fun doing that in, honestly, was my B-17. Because, well, who doesn't know the B-17? This thing is loaded for bear. This thing has guns for days. I actually set myself into a low circling pattern of a capture point and just let my gunner chew up planes that were trying to unseat me from from just working in the circle around the capture point. And this was after also I had put skills into my gunner so that he was actually, one, surviving worth a damn, had aim worth a damn, and was actually providing some level of defense to my bomber in regards to reducing the amount of damage that was coming in from planes that were shooting at me. And that gunner, I might add, I actually bumped up to my B-32 here. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just, it's I mean, this is one of those games where if you're good, you're good. If you're bad, you're not going to have a whole hell of a lot of fun, because the skill level on this game is incredible. The skill gap on this game is immense. And some of these skills that you put onto these pilots or gunners are not small skills either. I mean, hell, this one, the defensive fire alone, reduces incoming damage by 30%. That's not a small skill. Aiming time of turret reduced by 50%. Burst length of a turret improved by 50%. I mean, these are decent skills, and some of these can even be put further, like increasing firing range or pinpointing vulnerable sections of aircraft. Looking at the pilots, I mean, you've got things like improved fire or reduced fire duration. You've got skills that if you're maneuvering actively, you can put out fires quickly. You've got aircraft durability and resistance improved by 40% for this one particular skill here. Some of these aren't so impressive, like engine thrust by 3% or engine thrust and top speed by 2%, but when you're talking about planes that are going like, in some cases, 400 knots, 400 miles an hour, that can actually be a pretty substantial number. Bombs. For bombers, this one is a big one here. I mean, blast radius improvement by 10%, and another one, well, that one's not so great, but damage improved by 10%. I mean, this thing is a beast when it comes to the bombs, I might add. I mean, it drops 500-pound bombs. This thing on a single pass can level an entire capture point for a pilot who knows what the hell they're doing and how to aim their bombs properly. So, I mean, these skills are not small skills. So when you get up to the point where you've got a pilot who has 15 skill points, they can be almost unbeatable. And that's not even including looking at the actual equipment upgrades, which are, in some cases, incredible performance boosters. Think of these more like skills that you would have on Commander in World of Warships. They're skills or perks specifically, but they're kind of one and done. You don't get anything super special or, in some cases, pilot specific. All of the commanders do have access to these skills, and you can build them for the plane that they're on. But the trade-off is they're built for the plane that they're on. If you transfer them to another aircraft, some of those skills may not be relevant, even if it's just the next aircraft in that same tech line in the tier, because there are some aircraft that have huge differences. It's really, you basically just tend to leave your pilots on the plane that they were on and just train a new crew for the next plane in line, just because the trade-off just doesn't exist for the next tech line up in some cases. Some of the bombers can trade off with that, like, say, going from the B-17 to the B-32, but others, like, say, if I'm looking at some of the fighters, there are some of the skills that just don't translate up well, or even some of the heavy fighters. Because, say, you may have a heavy fighter that's on an earlier tier that's far more maneuverable than the later tier. So the earlier tier, you build it for the maneuverability, while the later tier, you work on speed and firepower. It's not like warships, where you can have basically one set skill line for an entire set of ships from tier 1 through tier 10. You can retrain skills. Let's see. If I go to here and I say I want to reset, I can reset for gold or credits, but, I mean, credits, in a lot of cases, you're looking at, in some cases, like in my case, you're hurting for credits, so you generally want to hold on to your, and gold is kind of valuable too, so it's, in some regard, in that case, it's just easier to keep the commanders and just kind of grin and bear with it until you work them up. And again, as I mentioned before, sometimes even just getting an aircraft to the specialist or even just the elite configuration is a huge improvement because it allows you to outfit better equipment, which are also substantial boosters. I mean, again, look at the equipment that I have on this sucker. And this is fully, in many regards, fully upgraded equipment. I mean, here I've got 28% resistance to critical damage on wings and tail. I've got a 10% tolerance to damage from AA guns. And each level that these upgrade gives you another bonus too. For example, the further improvement to tail resistance or maximum speed. If I come over to this one, the engine armor, engine resistance to critical damage, this is the ability to maintain speed. It gives you an HP boost, tolerance to damage from AA guns again. Even here, aiming speed of the turret and burst length of the turret. That's a huge improvement from the defensive standpoint. And let's not even talk about the bomb sight with bombing accuracy. And I do have some unique modules on these planes, but I mean, even so. And some of these aren't even fully calibrated yet. Some of these numbers can actually improve on these modules too. Whereas, let's say I'm looking at something that's a lower grade, like my B-17, I mean, I'm only looking at like a 4% improvement on my uprated engine here. Or even if I wanted to go to my engine armor protection like what I have, I mean, the basic improved engine armor is a 17% reduction to critical damage. So it's a huge jump going up to something that is fully upgraded like that. And even some of these, like the one that I have on my bomber, is on my B-32, is even better because the negatives are less and the bonuses are better. So it's really a matter of the equipment and your overall setup of the aircraft. You can have these planes, you can have a plane that is absolute crap in stock configuration, but is absolutely dominant when you get it into specialist configuration. And I realize I just kind of went off on a whole long tirade rant about all of it here. But I suppose that's one of the reasons why I enjoy World of Warplanes, is partly because of that skill gap. Oh, and by the way, that's looking at some of the Tier 7 upgrades. Some of the Tier 8s can almost be better even than that. Let's see, I know I've got some good ones on my 203 here. Yeah, there's a 39%, but that one's still not calibrated. I mean, even some of the others, like this one, the long gun barrels, substantial increase to firing range, accuracy, damage, chance of inflicting critical damage. I mean, some of these numbers are not small, others are incredibly high. So it's literally... I mean, even the gun sights, I mean, a 17% improvement to accuracy is nothing small. And that's on top of the accuracy bonus that I'm getting from my long gun barrels here. So, yeah. Even, hell, in the case of, like, say, the heavy fighter here, even the consumables can make a huge difference because, let's say, my engine cooling. This is a 10-second rate, a 10-second bonus to how long I can run my engine without it overheating. Or I can pop that off and allow my engine to cool down almost completely in the amount of time that that's running. So the consumables themselves aren't even small. And I mean, even the ammo can really change your dynamics as well, like improved fire chances, or improved critical hit damage, or even just improved damage to ground targets. It's all depends on how you just choose to build your aircraft again. Suddenly World of Warships doesn't look all that complicated, does it? I mean, I'll admit, even World of Tanks doesn't seem all that complicated by comparison to some of this with World of Warplanes. Anyway, I have greatly overstayed what I was planning to do for the stretch of this stream. So I suppose I'm going to go ahead, cut it off, and let you go. I hope you enjoyed seeing the battles. Definitely changed things up and made things fun for a little bit here. Hey, who knows, maybe next stream, if you ask really, 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 really nicely and happen to be able to join in, maybe I'll join you for a World of Tanks stream or something, and everybody can laugh at me as I fail. Just throwing that out there. But anyway, I'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Stay safe out there, folks. Happy hunting. And by the way, Huli, if you want to contact me, just drop me messages in Discord or something. I do pop in there when I do try a gaming session just because I've been looking for you. But beside that point, just let me know, and I'll try to leave you messages too, like what my next stream time is looking like, I guess, if you happen to get in to see it. So maybe just pop in like once a day and make sure. On that note, I'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Happy hunting. And damn it, Huli. You got me going. Good night, everybody.